Number 3 is division. Division, this is another thing that must be avoided deliberately. It's also like disunity, but division, it's a little bit different because this happens most of the time when there is already disunity. That moment where couples are no longer discussing ideas together, they're no longer making decisions together, they're no longer making choices together. In most cases, you see one person is making a decision in a selfish way and the other person is making a decision in a selfish way. The both of them are making decisions that will not help the marriage to move forward. You see a man making a decision for his own selfish reason, and then a woman making a decision for her own selfish reason. So when division is there, of course, nothing works. And trust me, no matter how little that division is, it begins to expand. It begins to expand. If it is not handled, it begins to expand. And this is where I want to advise couples out there that you should do everything possible to try to cooperate with each other. I did a video recently on how to know when selfishness has crept into your marriage. I will just put the link below. You can see the thumbnail now showing on your screen. Just go and watch that video. You will understand in depth what I'm trying to talk about. But this thing called division, it's happening. The devil sows that seed of division. And then suddenly you see the man is having his own ideas, his own opinions. And the woman is having her own ideas and opinions. And the both of them can no longer be together. And this is where you see couples today who come together and say, oh, we tried, but it did not work. We tried to make it work, but it did not work. A lot of times, the reason that is happening is because the both of them, they no longer share the same ideas. They no longer share the same opinion. Once that begins to happen, it becomes a problem. And this is why I always encourage couples to learn to pray together. I've done several teachings on why it is important to pray in your marriage. I'll put the links below. You will see the thumbnail now showing on your screen. We've done a lot of videos on that, and I want to encourage you, learn to pray together, because a lot of times when division sets in, to the physical mind, to the physical eyes, it may look as though this thing is happening because of the fault of that person. This is happening because of the fault of that person. But the truth is, a lot of times, this division is a product of a spiritual attack that is going on already in the marriage. And I've done another video also on how to know when your marriage is under spiritual attack. The signs. I'll put the link in the description box below. Watch these videos. They will help you a great deal. Division is something that must be avoided. The next one is disagreement. Disagreement is another thing that needs to be avoided. All of these things I'm mentioning, they are all connected. Okay, it's not the same thing, but they are connected. Disagreement is when the both parties, at some point in their marriage, they begin to disagree. They begin to disagree. I mean, when they newly got married, they were happy with each other, and when they are making choices and decisions, at one point, somehow, they were always trying to agree with each other, even though sometimes they may not be comfortable with certain ideas. They just agree. But over time, when marriage has happened, when life has happened, you begin to see a husband is now having a different opinion, like I said earlier. And these things, they cause disagreement in marriage. Avoid it. Avoid it. Even when you don't agree with certain things, let it be. Because you see, that little disagreement you are having, it could just be the foundation of the end of that marriage. I'm telling you, you'll be shocked the kind of little things that have destroyed so many marriages today. But my prayer for you today is that your marriage will be preserved. In the name of Jesus, your marriage will be preserved. The attacks of the wicked against your marriage, it shall not prevail. I speak by the power of God's Spirit. In the name of Jesus. You get the point now? You deliberately. There are times you may not agree. Listen, something I've discovered. As far as a husband and wife is concerned, they will not always agree. That's the truth. At different points, you will share different opinions. It happens. And it is normal. Don't take it personal. It is normal for the both of you to share different opinions at different times. But you see, do not allow your differences in opinion to become a stumbling block. Don't take it too far. There are things you don't agree with. Let it be. Move on with your life. Your marriage is more important. Your union together is more important. You get the point now. And finally, you must avoid negative discussions or discussing your partner in a negative way. This is something that I've discovered with a lot of people. You need to see the way some wives talk about their husband, the way some husbands talk about their wife. They never speak anything good about their wife. They never speak anything good about their husband. And yet, they are both in love. I mean, anytime they want to speak about their wife, you will not hear anything good. Anytime they want to speak about their husband, you will not hear anything good. And this becomes a problem. See, as couples, you must learn, we must learn to speak good things about our spouse. It is the right thing to do. Listen, no matter how you try, your spouse will never be perfect. Your husband, your wife will never be perfect. So forget about perfection. It's not going to happen. As far as the both of you came from different backgrounds, as far as the both of you are two different human beings who is now coming together to try to coexist, forget it. Perfection is not going to happen. But what do? You learn to live together in love, which means your opinions about your spouse must be genuine. It must be real. I know that there are times when, one party may be doing the wrong thing and it's so disgusting. You're tired of it. I get it. It happens. But listen carefully. Avoid discussing your partner in a negative way. Have the right opinion about your partner. Even though your partner is not doing the right thing, have the right opinion. Something I discovered about our relationship with God, and till tomorrow it amazes me. In the first place, the whole idea of marriage between a man and a woman is to reflect the kind of relationship that God has with us as believers. And something I discovered, no matter what we do, God does not change his opinion about us. And guess what? We keep doing a lot of things. We keep going in the ways that God does not want us to go. Most of the time, we live below his expectations. Most of the time, we break the edge. But in all these, God's opinion about us does not change. His love for us does not change. And this is something that we must all emulate. So I want to encourage you, as you journey in your walk with God, in your marital life, avoid these things. Be the right person for your partner. Each day that passes by, grow to love your partner more. Each day that passes by, let your union with your partner, let your investment in that union, let it increase, let it not decrease. It is a personal effort that must be done from your own end. So that'll be all for this video. I trust that you have been blessed so far. I trust you have gotten something from this video. Let me know your take-home point. Let me know what resonated with you. And I hope to speak to you in the next video. Until then, remain blessed.